What's up, guys? It's PapaGames, and I figured I'd kind of take you guys on a walkthrough of this case mod. The whole reason that I did it is because I needed to get some kind of ventilation in the front here, because I'm running a push-pull configuration on the fans for the radiator for the processor. And the ventilation is just up top here. Let me scoot you back a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. The ventilation's just up top here, and then there's a very little bit at the bottom there also. And it just doesn't really do very good. And then on my exhaust, I'm using the radiator for the GPU, so it doesn't get all that well out of the back either, even with the ventilated PCI Express slots. And right now I don't have any fans up top, but I may go ahead and put a couple up there at some point. But what I was wanting to do is show you guys how I went about doing this, so that if anybody else is wanting to mod your Phanteks Eclipse P400, you could do so. Let me go ahead and take this glass off. And I'm going to move the camera in here. Okay, so like I said, I'm running a push-pull configuration on the Ryzen with the radiator. It's Corsair H100i version 2, and so I've got these two fans bringing air in, and then there's two fans back behind here that are behind this front panel that are sucking air in. So it sucks air in this way and then comes out through here, and then, you know, the idea is this one at the back here is going to take the air out the back of the case, and what it doesn't get, then, you know, the PCI Express slots opening or the ventilation up top will handle to dispose of the heat. So so basically I just printed the Ryzen lettering, and I'm going to pull off this front panel so you guys can see what I've got going on here. Oh, I got my desk in the way a little bit here. So it usually pulls off pretty easy, but let's see. Alright. And let me get you guys moved in here. Okay, so here's the two fans in the front. And like I said, these are sucking air in. And then we got the LED strip here, which, let me go ahead and turn that off so maybe we can focus in a little better. Of course, there's not enough light now. Alright. Okay, so I got the strip. This whole front is metal, so this is a magnetic strip that came with the Phanteks Eclipse P400. I borrowed it from the inside, and I just ran it down through here. There's a little hole back here. Let's see if I can show this to you guys. Yeah, there's a little hole back there behind the fans that keeps it inside, you know, so you can still have your back panel on. So it's all internal, and this has vents up top and then vents at the bottom. And then I took this magnetic mesh. This is actually off of the top, which I've never liked it up there because it kind of blocks the airflow too much, but I figured it'd be good enough for this. And I needed to have something back there, and it just happened to fit perfect. So if you guys are interested in doing this, you could either order up another one or just borrow your one from the top if you don't like it. So what I want to do, and then you can just close this back up and leave that strip there, and then you got a nice shine through of, you know, whatever kind of cutout you guys choose to do. I'm going to kill these lights real quick so you can see what it looks like with the lights off, because with the lights on you just don't really see it as much. So it's kind of subtle, and that's okay because I didn't want too much on the front. But let me turn these lights back on. So what I want to do is, but I didn't have the strips available right now. This motherboard has the RGB header. That's that little white header right there. This is the Asus ROG Strix X370-F gaming, and I think it has one. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this yet down there. There's another header down at the bottom too, and that'll allow you to tie your strips into the Asus Aura software. So that's what I want to do, and then, you know, whatever I got going on, the G-Skill RAM is synced to the Aura software, and then I'd be able to also, your little part back here over your VRMs is also tied into the Aura sync, so and be able to have those, you know, tied into strips on the front. So I'd like to go ahead and run like another strip, like say run like a strip here and then a strip here, and maybe a half strip up top and then a half strip at the bottom, which it's kind of got a half strip at the bottom now, but it's not really a legitimate LED strip. It's just kind of like a hard piece of plastic with 6 LEDs in it. So, but anyways, those are controlled through, there's a little button up top here, and it's really hard to see, but it's on the outside of the case, and you just reach your finger under there, and then you can change your colors to whatever you want. So not everybody knows this about the Phanteks Eclipse, but if you hold that button for 5 seconds, you can change it into a breathing mode for a solid static color, or you could put it on a multicolor breathing. So if I hold this in for 5 seconds, now it's off, and then okay, so now I'm back to static, and this is static red right now. Sorry, there's something, this webcam's just not capturing the light very well. But this is a static red, and then let me change it, try to change it to a color you can see a little better. Okay, now if I hold it in for another 5 seconds, sorry, it's pretty quick. It's like right before 5. It's kind of stupid that they made it this way, but okay, there we go. So now this will be on a breathing effect for whatever color you have selected, and then you can cycle through the different colors that you want it to breathe. Alright, now if you hold it down for another, I guess it's about 4 seconds. Okay, now this will go into a multicolor and just keep swapping between all the different colors. And this is just built in what comes with the case, that LED strip, except normally it's up on the inside of here. It's magnetic, so it's just magnetic strip across the top. And then there's also the one down at the bottom that's tied into those also. So that's synced up with, you know, the one that I got running up along the side here right now. So that's about it, guys. And there really wasn't a whole lot to it. I printed it, stenciled it out on there, cut it with the, you know, steel cutting circle blade on a Dremel. Did a whole lot of sanding and filing, and that's about it. So, and this was the end result. I think it turned out pretty sweet myself. So I may even consider getting maybe like some Corsair HD LEDs, RGBs in there, because, you know, I got, these are regular fans on the front, which is why you're not seeing much light from them. Where, you know, as if I had, you know, like 3 fans in there, you know, that were RGB, it'd really shine through. So I may look into getting some of those instead of doing the strips. I'm not sure yet though. Alright guys, well, I appreciate you watching. Please take a second to like and comment below, and if you would do me a favor and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.